back to SB Basic. Boy, we have had a really busy morning already. I got up and took the bus into town to run some errands. While I was gone, Emma and Teal got caught up on some schoolwork. You know, we can't stress this enough. The weather's not been nice. It hasn't been cooperating with us, but we're just kind of going with the flow and just trying to appreciate every day that has been given to us. And I cannot stress enough what has made this trip so far so special. And that's the people that we have met along the way. I mean, you can be in miserable climate, raining, storming, and when you get a smile or some friendliness or the helpfulness of all the locals that we have encountered, it just makes it extra special. And you guys remember last week I made that fish chowder. We got some fresh ling cod from one of our subscribers who runs a local charter, a fishing charter. Well, Emma got to spend some time with her kids yesterday and she had a blast. So we are so thankful for that. And then after I get back, not 10 minutes later, I get a knock on the boat and there's Rhett again, and he brings something extra special. It's crabbing season. So he brought us a little bag of goodies that was fresh caught this morning. Dungeness crab, people. We have Dungeness crab. So I'm going to be busy this afternoon taking care of this, while Teal is knee-deep in more projects outside. So stick with us and we'll show you what we're up to. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, yeah.
Okay, while Lynn dives into her project, let me show you what mine's going to be for today. Okay, my project is actually a piece of safety equipment. And it's something we had on SB Basic before, and we took it off when we hauled out in Port Townsend. I think it's pretty important too. It's boarding ladders. You know, when we hauled the boat back in, boy, it seems forever ago, back in Port Townsend, we had to rebuild the sugar scoops. And in order to do that, I had to remove this boarding ladders. It's time to put those back on. I think about it all the time. You know, if somebody falls overboard, it's tough to get back on board. It's not impossible. You know, we do have safety procedures that we've laid out. We have a life sling. You know, easy way to get somebody on board is we just drop the dinghy. It takes about 5 seconds to deploy the dinghy without the motor, and somebody can get into the dinghy pretty easy. But it's nice to have a boarding ladder, so I'm going to get that back on this morning. It's a good project for today. You know, it's a little windy out here, not too bad. Sun's out for a few minutes. It's supposed to start raining by tonight and blowing 25 again, but you know what? This is a good project. I like the peace of mind of having that boarding ladder put back on. So I'm going to dive into that, get that installed this morning. When I originally built the sugar scoop here, I put nice radius stairs, with the exception of this bottom step. I left a nice flat spot there just to accept a boarding ladder. But when we re-skinned over where the cassette used to be, the holes were covered up. So I'll have to go inside and locate the original holes and drill reverse through there. That way we get this boarding ladder in the right position. Now with the holes located, I'll be able to bore them to the right diameter. As I always do, I have my backer plate and my risers all built from starboard lumber. Nice BP backer plate gives some support to this boarding ladder. There's a a lot of torque when you're folding this down, and I wanted to make sure it was supported properly. I've noticed already a little bit of corrosion on this. It is all stainless. This is a Windline boarding ladder, but I want to get this polished up first before we put it in. It'd be much easier to polish it while it's out. So I'll give it a nice scrubbing with my Never Dull. This stuff works pretty good. I've had this for 10 years. Just tear off a piece and just start polishing. Wipes it down, lubricates it, and it just seems to wipe that little bit of corrosion right off the stainless. I'm about there. Have the hardware inserted. Get a nice wrap of butyl around each one of these. To do it. That'll never leak. I've been using LifeSafe butyl tape and I can't complain. This stuff's been bulletproof so far. I'll continue to use it. I have my backer plate, all the hardware I need down here, my tools. I'll go underneath. Lynn's gonna help me out for a minute.
He's not giving me much extra line. We always do a lanyard when doing anything over the water, just in case. That chance that I slip and drop something in the water. Easy to do when it's cold out, it's windy out, and you want to get this project done and back inside.
Here's your wrench. Okay, the closest to me on the inside. Wasn't too bad, everything lined right up, just like it's supposed to. Now let's see where this sits. Deploys nicely. We'll leave it in that position. If anybody ever goes in the water or wants to go swimming, they can just pull it down, retracts right into the water, gives you 2 steps in the water, and up onto the swim step. Okay, it feels real good to get that boarding ladder in. Just a little peace of mind. One more piece of safety equipment. Can never have too much. Okay, Lynn's been cooking away for a couple hours now. I'm sure we're gonna have a feast tonight. Life's not too bad. Okay, Emma has been such a trooper with her schoolwork. Since we've been back, she's just been hunkering down and getting all caught up. So it's a day.
It's an Emma day.
It's an Emma day. We're gonna go take off and let her have some fun. So Westport's a little quiet in the winter. A little
It's
quiet in the winter.
Almost like a ghost town. So we're gonna take the bus and head to the neighboring town and see what's out there.
Emma has an idea where she wants to go, don't you? Where do you want to go?
Star Wars store.
She wants to go to the Star Wars store in Aberdeen.
Goodie.
The Star Wars store was awesome, and I got the coolest thing.
Well, the weather's turning on me once again, so we're back inside. And Emma just asked me to do a little project, and I thought I'd share it with you. It's these lights. She has one that's starting to flicker, and the bulb needs to be replaced, but it got me thinking, I want to talk a minute about these things. Originally, when we put all these lights in, it was 3 to 5 years ago, right in that range. And we bought these puck lights. They're 110 puck lights. Well, they're a 12-volt light with a 110 transformer intended to be wired in 110. We removed the 110 and just wired them all in 12 volt. Then we took the halogen bulbs out and put in LED replacement bulbs. We went online on Amazon and found 100 pack of G4 1.5 warm lights for around $50. So that's 50 cents a bulb. If you buy them 10 at a time, you're going to pay around $1.50 a bulb. They've worked out pretty well so far. These lights are anywhere from 3 to 5 years old, depending on what fixture, and some of them are starting to flicker, and we had one just start to go out the other day, and that's what I'm going to work on. Okay, the manufacturer says that these bulbs should last around 20,000 hours, but we're not seeing near that at all. We're seeing 2,000 to 3,000 hours out of them. But that's okay. We paid 50 cents a bulb as compared to buying them at the marine store for $15 to $20 a bulb. I could replace these every few years. Not a problem, especially when we have 47 fixtures on board here. So we're buying them 100 at a time. In fact, here's our first 100 pack right here. I've got close to half of them left still. This is our low culprit. Starting to flicker, so we'll get that replaced next. In fact, I'm going to have Emma replace it. Oh, it's on its last leg.
What I like about these bulbs is that they don't break. They're encased in silicone. That helps. That was easy. I'm gonna go see if there's any more that I need to replace.
We got a busy night tonight. All week, Teal and I have been sorting and organizing all of our receipts, which is kind of scary, and trying to figure out how many gallons of resin we have used throughout this refit. And tonight is the night that we are going to be tabulating and adding that all up. So in anticipation for that, I decided to make or pre-make crab mac and cheese using that fresh Dungeness crab that we got earlier. And I decided to sweeten it up a little bit by making something extra special for Teal and I while we add this up, because I think we need a little extra. I'm going to be making homemade amaretto. It's something that I always make during the fall and winter time. For whatever reason, that's the only time I make it. And I think that that will be great to have while we are adding up all our receipts.
Oh, yeah, because liquor always makes our accounting more accurate.
Exactly. So I'm going to show you now how simple and easy it is. And so I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is. Seriously, this is so easy. All you need is water, sugar, brown sugar, vanilla extract, almond extract, and vodka. That is it. So the hardest part of all this is just making the simple syrup. So you do 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, and half a cup of brown sugar. At this point, all I'm doing is just dissolving the sugar into the water, and that will be my amaretto simple syrup. Once it's dissolved, then I just turn it off and let it cool off. This is going to be my second batch. I already made one earlier today, and that's all ready to go. Now that the simple syrup has cooled, I'm going to make the vodka mixture, and that is 2 cups of vodka of your choice, 2 tablespoons of almond extract, oops, 2 teaspoons of good vanilla extract. You mix this first before you put in the simple syrup. And then you pour in the entire amount of simple syrup, which is 1 cup. That will make 3 cups of amaretto. And that's it. That's how I make my amaretto. At this point, I am going to just use the old vodka bottle and pour that back into it. Start to finish is under 30 minutes, and that includes cool time. So you can actually, if you have better bottles, you can make this as great Christmas gifts. So I'm gonna get started on dinner because we got a big night ahead of us. Now for the contest results. I have to say this was a lot more fun than I thought. We got so many guesses that came into us. I think it was over 1,000 guesses.
Wow.
And it ranged. And the thing that was fun was reading all of the guesses. It was so funny. You guys there was a range of 2 gallons to 1,600 gallons.
1,600 gallons actually weighs more than this entire boat.
Yeah, sorry, no. But there was a lot of them that were really close.
Yeah, and you know, we went through receipts, well, about 2,000 receipts. We've kept every receipt. And it's kind of interesting revisiting these because we really haven't put a total to that number before.
No, well, you know, okay, so it's nice that we keep all our receipts. Of course, we're going to keep all of our receipts. But we never anticipated adding that up
Or looking at
it
how much epoxy
that
or
way.
how much
One,
hardener.
it's depressing, and two, it's because we planned every project and we budgeted every project by project. So it wasn't like we just said, okay, we're going to buy, you know,
a 50-gallon drum of epoxy.
Exactly.
That's why we bought it one at a time over the course of 10 years. And I was able to plot that out. And actually, I took the time to figure out how many per year and from what supplier. So it was kind of interesting to revisit this.
Oh, yes, you're just a columns guy.
I know. So one day, we will go through this big old box of receipts and tabulates a few more little items. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
But I gotta say, there was a lot more thickened or colloidal silica in there than I thought. But you know Teal's love for thickened epoxy.
That's right. So not only did we get the number for the resin, we got the number for the hardener and the number for the colloidal silica. So,
first, let's...
Want to announce the winner?
Yes, Emma, drum roll, please, madame.
Then I'll announce the number.
We're going to announce our patron winner first.
Okay.
Don't break it.
And it's important to say, we had one patron and one subscriber that got the exact number.
Which is crazy because there was a lot that was really close. Really close. And these were the only two that guessed the exact number.
Yep.
And the patron winner is?
Louise Auger.
So, Louise, we have your address already. So we are going to send these out soon, I guess.
Yeah, they should be in next week, and we'll put together a little package and get that out to you guys.
So congratulations, Louise. Thank you so much for being a great patron. You always comment on all of our videos, so we appreciate you and wanted to say thank you.
Okay, now for the subscriber that guessed on the video itself. We had only one person guessed the exact amount, but we had probably 50 that guessed within 5.
Within a liter.
Yeah.
Or a gallon, or half.
Yeah, really close. So the winner is?
Frank Dahl II.
You nailed it. Exactly. And here's the numbers. The epoxy number, 54 gallons. I added up the hardener as well, just to be curious how close it was. And what do you know? 54 quarts. The colloidal silica, we went through 59 of these in the first 10 years of the refit. I'm sure I'm going to have dozens more to go.
Well, yeah, because now you're building the hard top.
Yeah,
deck,
we've got quite a few projects to go, but it was interesting looking at these numbers and seeing where we stood.
But thank you to everybody that participated. We had so much fun.
I hope you enjoyed the contest. We'll throw another contest your way soon, I'm sure.
And Frank, if you can send us an email with your address, then we will send yours out as well.
Thank you.
So congratulations.
All right. Good job.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell for future videos. Big thanks to our patrons and subscribers who participated in our contest. Your comments mean a lot to us. Come back next week to see another one of our awesome videos. See you then!